I think you might have to click accept on the record or something like that.
Yeah, I did.
So real quick, tell me a little bit about your gym, your business, and what you guys got going on in Connecticut right now.
Also Strong is a kind of a wellness center. We work with basically people with bone issues, osteoporosis or osteopenia. Our target audience is women over 50, and our avatar is a 63-year-old woman. She has a high income, uh, a college degree, and she has osteoporosis or osteopenia, and she doesn't want to take medication. So this is our target audience. I own four also Strong locations. Also Strong is a franchise. I own 4 units, one in Connecticut, Greenwich, Connecticut, two in New York, and one in Naples, Florida. And basically, although we are on the wellness business, it's pretty similar to a gym. We have campaigns offering a free something. People subscribe to those campaigns, and then we have to call them to book an appointment, a free appointment. They come for a free appointment, and we sell them a membership. This is what we do.
Approximately how much is your membership per month?
It varies based on the location. The cheapest ones is Connecticut is $219, and then in New York is $249.
Okay. About how many? Let's just to make the conversation easy, let's just use Connecticut. How many members do you have on About right now?
170.
How many new members do you get per month approximately? I know it's been fluctuating a lot, but generally speaking.
Yeah, before the pandemic, around 20, 25 per month. Right now, around 15 per month.
That's still not bad. How many leads do you think you currently are you doing any kind of proactive marketing, or is it all inbound from your website? How many leads are you currently getting?
We get around, we are doing a Facebook campaign, and we get around 40, 45 leads per month on Facebook, and we got another 40 coming from offline sources.
Got it. How much do you think you're spending per month on Facebook to get those 40, 45 leads?
1,500 more or less, a little less than 1,500, maybe 1,300.
I'll just say like 1,250.
Yeah, our cost per lead is on the range of 30 something dollars, kind of.
That's not that bad because you're in a very specific target. Yeah. So, that's not that bad. Do you run your own Facebook ads, or do you have someone else doing it?
It's another also Strong franchisee that is running it for us.
Okay. So before I go into a demonstration about our services, we have two options. One is we have a system that is completely set up for you that makes it super easy, where you can run your own Facebook ads through our system, and we provide all the assets and everything you need. And then we also, as a full service agency, run ads for you. Do you want that guy to continue running your ads, or would you like us to take that over, or is that kind of an open discussion?
That's kind of an open discussion.
Okay, cool. So first, let me start by saying that.
Well, sorry. The only thing is I don't want to run my own ads because this is not my expertise, and I want to focus on my business. So it can be the current guy, can be some other guy, but I don't intend to be running my own ads.
Love it. Yeah, and you shouldn't. That's and plus, like when we do the cost analysis, you'll see that running your own ads doesn't even make sense. It doesn't even cost that much for us to do it. So the system and process I'm about to show you is extremely robust. Okay, Alan. So I won't be able to show you every single detail, but as I go into certain areas and you have questions, let me know, and I'll be able to guide you to some of the answers that you're looking for. So Gym Grow, what it is an all-in-one platform and an all-in-one agency where everything that has to do with your marketing, every communication, every landing page, every reporting analysis that you need, all your content, your ad for your ad copy, whatever it may be, you can find it all in one platform, and it's specifically tailored for your business. Now, obviously this is a fitness gym that I'm showing you, so bear with me, but know that everything we build, from custom text messaging to emails to everything, is custom built for your gym and your business and your target audience. Okay. So to keep this super simple, I'm going to take you through the process in which a lead would go through so that you can kind of understand what we have going here. So let's imagine that you're running a Facebook ad. Okay. When the person clicks on the Facebook ad, where do you typically send them? Do they have a form that they fill out in Facebook, or do they go to your website?
The guy running the Facebook ads, they are using ClickFunnels.
Okay.
So they go on a funnel and then they deploy the lead to us on a Google spreadsheet.
Okay, great. That's a very old school setup, and that's the way that I used to do it before I found this system. So we have ClickFunnels basically recreated in the system. So if you guys decide to move forward with us, you will not have to use that ClickFunnels account anymore, and you can save that software fee. And we can also import those ClickFunnels into our account so you don't lose any creative that you've already done. So I'll start there. Let's start with funnels. Okay. And I'm just going to pick a random one right now. So this is a Facebook and Instagram funnel that we have for this current gym, just to give you an idea. And they're running a 6-month free special for the new year. And it works just like ClickFunnels. If you've seen ClickFunnels before, you know exactly how this works.
Yeah. Okay.
So we tell them about the offer. We also have your Google reviews in here. Now it's going to show your true score on Google, but we only display 5-star reviews. So even if you do have a poor one, we're never going to show it. So it's dynamic and it's always updated in live real time. And then you got the usual stuff, map, dynamic, all of that stuff. So the person submits the form. Once they submit the form, and this is a live client, so I'm not going to do it, but bear with me. Once they submit the form, the next thing we do is we put them on a calendar to book a session. And that could be a tour, whatever your sales process is and whatever your time slots are available, we set that up for you. And this can be customized throughout the day. All of that is nothing is necessarily set in stone. So then they pick the times that work for them, they enter their information, and they book their appointment, kind of the same way that you did to get with me. After they book that, they then go to a thank you page. And as long as their domain is correct, like mine wasn't at the time, when they land on the thank you page, we give them the details about their appointment, the location, and then we also offer them some kind of free gift. So in this gym scenario, we offer them a 21-day meal guide that they can click on and download right away.
Okay.
So again, we have a lot of what we call that is an offer enhancer. So a lot of times gyms come to us and they say, hey, Rick, I want to do a 1-day free class sample. And I'm like, I hear you, but we need to add a little bit more to the offer to make it a little bit more attractive for the client. So we offer things. Go ahead.
Yeah, but a quick question. I'm happy with our lead generation. My issue is what happens after I get a lead.
That's right.
How can I maximize the conversion of that lead into a client?
That is exactly
this is what I'm looking for.
That's exactly where I'm about to go right after this. I just want to make sure you can see the path. Okay.
Okay.
So they submit their information. They book some book an appointment, some don't. Right. That's going to be the scenario.
Yeah, exactly.
Once those people do that, the very first thing that's going to happen is they're going to land on a pipeline where they're organized based on the current status that they're in. So let me go back to our leads. So you're going to get a couple of different stages. Okay. New leads automated. These are people that have opted in, but did not book an appointment. So for 30 days, we're sending them automated messages of text, email, Facebook messages, all these different scenarios to try to get them to book an appointment. Once they reply to us, we put them in replied working. And that lets you know, hey, this person's asked a question or needs to book or has some kind of concern that we need to answer. They're engaged with us. After that, you have your appointments column, which we're going to send appointment reminders in text and email to remind them all the way up. You have your no-show canceled. So if you mark them as no-show or cancel, we automatically follow up and say, hey, Alex, sorry you weren't able to make your meeting. Here's a new link. You can rebook. We have appointments showed, so you can see who showed and who didn't. And then we have unsold follow-up. So this person came in, you did a presentation. They said, let me talk to my wife or my husband. You put them in this column and our system automatically follows up with them 3 days later saying, hey, Mary, did you think about some of the things we talked about? Do you want to come back in? That kind of thing. So we do all of the heavy lifting, and each one of these pipelines that I'm showing you has a very robust nurture system that goes along with it.
Sorry, when you say you do all the heavy lifting, so you have a team that will be sending those messages to us, or how that goes?
Sure. So we have two options. One, everybody gets automation. So let me show you. We're talking about new leads automated here. So when I go into my campaigns and I look at my nurture sequences, as soon as it loads, I go to my new leads opt-in and I look at my first one. I'm just going to use this one for example. So this is the sequence of automated text messages that automatically go out to the person that say, hey, thanks for opting in. If you want to stop, reply. Hey, thanks for claiming our offer. When do you think you can stop in? And it has a link, and we're creating a conversation with that person. Now,
Okay.
one of our pricing options that you get to choose is, do you want to answer those conversations in your staff, or do you want my team to answer those conversations? Because we have live lead nurturing that is available at an additional cost. Okay, so that's an option.
Okay.
And we follow up with them for over 30 days at least. Okay.
When you when your team is answering for us, they are answering the text messages or also phone calls and everything?
The only thing we don't answer is phone calls.
Okay.
So just to give you an idea, we answer text messages, email, Facebook messages, Instagram messages, Google messages, and any Google reviews or Facebook reviews that come into your system. We automatically answer them and say, thank you so much for your review. We love it. All of that. When a
Okay, but
live,
you don't answer phone calls, and I'm assuming by not answering phone calls, you're not doing phone calls as well.
that is correct. That is correct.
Okay.
That is the
Okay.
one thing that we expect you guys to do, especially in your scenario where it's a very unique conversation that we may not be privy to. So there's a couple things we can do for the conversation when it comes to phone calls. Okay. So I'm just going to skip to our reporting real quick so we can have a better conversation about this. But we record all of the phone calls, and all of the phone calls come into our system, so you'll be able to see them. So you'll see when new phone calls come in. Now, once the phone call comes in, as long as it was a semi-long conversation, you'll be able to see the recorded call. You can download it, listen to it, all of that jazz. One of our really great features that a lot of our gyms like is if you miss that phone call, the one thing we do is called a missed call text back. And what happens is we text them 3 minutes later saying, hey, sorry, we were on the other line. How can we help you? And then we start a text conversation with that person to kind of help alleviate some of the strain if you're getting a lot of phone calls. Did you have any questions?
Okay, yeah. So basically, what you have is a complete service. You can run the ads for me, and then once we get the leads, you're going to nurture those leads until the point they will show up on my door. Is that right?
Yep. And then we're also going to nurture them after that. So if they decide not to buy, we're going to follow up with them. And if they become a member, we can set up what we call a member campaign where we tell them about all the great features of your gym, check in with them, remind them to give you Google reviews, to check in on Facebook, all of those extra things that you'd like them to do. And that's customizable based on your business.
How do you keep track of the results of each one of your campaigns? If I understood right, you have a campaign for new leads, a campaign for people who booked, and a campaign for people who didn't book, and whatever. How do you keep track of the results of each one?
So there's a couple of different ways we can do that. And we have a ton of reporting in the system. But one of the first ways, the pretty obvious way, is you can look and see how many total people are in the campaign, how many have completed the campaign, and how many reply, right? When you dive in deeper, you'll be able to see very specifically how many people clicked, how many people, actually, let me go to this doesn't quite make it. This is talking about delivery rate. Let me go to one that's an email campaign. That'll make a little bit more sense. When you come
Let me ask you a different question. I don't need to go into that level of detail, but in average, what is the conversion rate of your clients for from leads to clients?
It's somewhere around
6.64 that is here on the screen.
That's for this gym, but with this gym, we have very unique scenarios with the gyms that we work with. So this one specifically uses a separate billing system that they mark all of their leads in. So a lot of times they don't come back to our system to mark them because they just don't want to enter two systems. That's kind of the battle.
What is your best result? What is your best result?
Conversion rate is about 20-something%, 18 to 24%, something like that.
And yeah, I have one of my locations. Our conversion rate is 38% average. and then I have like a peak last year of 50%,
Yep.
but my lowest one is 4%.
So
So
let's
I'm going all the way from 4% to 38%. It varies a lot.
That's
on
how
the-
ours is too. And also consider that we are using a ton of lead sources. So let me show you that real quick. This is just a brief overview of, okay, they have 1,627 opportunities that have come in, but let's look at the different sources and look how many there are,
Uh-huh.
right? So they have a chat widget on their website, Facebook messages, Facebook and Instagram ads. We have a tool called Tap Text that I'll tell you about in a second. GMB calls, Google ads, Instagram messages, a job applicant, QR code tap text. This was a mailer that they did. So we're tracking all of their lead sources.
Okay, what's this is pretty interesting. What's your pricing?
For our software or for everything?
Yeah, you said you have two options, right?
Yep. So if you want to do it yourself and you want to use our system, and I haven't even shown you anything yet, everything's set up for you, audit A to Z, but you manage it and move it moving forward is $9.97 a month. But that just means you have to build your own Facebook ads, run your own stuff, build your own funnels. We're going to build them all in the beginning when you onboard and make sure you're good. But in May, if you decide, hey, I want to run some kind of summer program, you're going to have to follow our training to do that.
Okay.
It's for $2,000 a month. We run all of your advertising, do all of your lead nurturing, and you get the system included. We do all your graphics, pretty much everything you could possibly think.
Including the answers for
Live nurture,
the
yes.
messages.
Yes.
Live nurturing. It's $2,000 per month.
Yes, sir.
Is this per location for all 4 locations? How that works?
That is a per location, but if we did a bulk deal, then I would break you a discount because you have multiple locations.
Yeah, I have 4 locations. What would be the discount?
If we did 14, if we did 4 locations, it'd be $1,500 a month per location. So what is that?
1,500 and 1,500, and you're doing everything.
That we're doing everything. And as far as advertising, just so we make sure we're clear, we do Facebook ads, Google ads, and optimize your GMB. Those are the 3 outbound type of marketing that we do.
Okay, and then basically you're going to be using this, running our campaigns inside the system. There is no Google spreadsheet, nothing like that.
I can put it on a Google spreadsheet if that works better for your business, but for the most part, I would recommend doing it in a more organized fashion you see here.
We do use a CRM system. Do I need to stop using my CRM system?
What CRM system are you using?
It's a small system. It's called Go High Level. Yeah, to be honest with you, it looks very, very similar to what I'm seeing here.
This is the most optimized version of Go High Level you've ever seen. I've been with Go High Level for over 3 years.
Okay.
I just customized this for them.
Okay.
For the fitness industry. So you wouldn't need that anymore. You could cancel that.
Okay, but can I bring everything that I have here?
Yes. I would actually do that for you.
You're going to do that for us?
Yep.
Do you charge a setup fee?
No, I do not. Not for multiple locations.
Okay. How long can you put us live, like including the Facebook campaigns and the ads and everything?
All 4 locations at one time?
Yeah.
Less than 2 weeks.
Okay.
It's about 10 days. For 4 locations, it'd take me about 10 days.
Okay, and do you train? Are you going to train my staff? Because I do use Go High Level, but my staff is not really efficient on using the system, and I think there's a lot of options that we don't know about.
Absolutely.
Do you train them?
Absolutely. So we work independently with each gym. You have the number that you were texting me on? That's our support line. Anyone from your team can reach out to them anytime via text. But we're also going to set up Zoom meetings with them on a regular basis to keep them trained up. And then we also, like I'll go back to you. Let's use this gym, for example, and say, hey, Alan, I've noticed that we haven't been closing opportunities and including revenue. Can we jump on the call so I can show your team how to do it? And we coach them through that and walk them through that and all of that stuff. But before we launch any gym or location, we always have a kickoff call with everyone involved and explain the offer, the process, what we do, what they do, and make sure everybody's on the same page. So that is 100% a part of it.
Do you work only with gyms and wellness business, or do you have like totally different clients?
With So when you're talking to me as an entrepreneur, I work with multiple other businesses, but my main business is gyms, and Gym Grow is specifically for fitness and those types of businesses. But I do have martial arts clients. I have some real estate. I have some insurance stuff. But
I have two questions for you. So the first one is, what's the size of your support team, and what times are they available, and how many clients do you have on this platform?
Sure. Right now, clients on the platform, we have 120 just in fitness. I have a team that works from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Of course, on their own time, they work later and things like that. But as far as you guys being able to reach them, it's between 9 and 6 Eastern time. My support team has 4 different people. I have 2 people that run Facebook ads. I have an entire team that runs Google ads, and I have 2 people that run GMB. So rough estimate, locally, we have about eight employees, but they have other people that work under them for Google ads and things like that.
Okay, so it's 1,500 per month per location.
Yep.
And then of course the cost of the Facebook ads, the Facebook campaigns,
and text and emails. You pay your own. I have a Twilio, but it's a direct. I pay direct to you, or you pay direct to me. We bill it straight through.
Okay,
but, that's like 20, 30 bucks a month.
Yeah, when we opened, when we went to go high level, they created like a Twilio account for us, and we pay Twilio directly. Okay. Okay, so that looks good. I think I have all the information. I need to discuss with my business partner. Unfortunately, he was not available today, but I will send, when you send me the link of this recording, I will share this recording with him, and then give me a few days to discuss with him. What I like here is you are doing everything for us, and then my staff can concentrate on the business, because my staff is not particularly computer savvy, so they
understood.
Yeah, I like Go High Level has a lot of options, and my staff, we use it, but I think computer is not their stuff. We need to have someone doing this first. Why are you not doing phone calls? I'm having a hard time with phone calls. My staff is hard to get on the phone and call the leads.
So the reason why we stopped doing it is because during COVID, spam calls were at an all-time high, and people weren't answering that often, and it became a lost, wasted service for us, and it became more of a headache. So we're like, let's back off. Let's let them call from the gym. It was, no one was answering. That's what it boiled down to.
Yeah. Okay.
Do you have?
It makes sense. I was not. I'm laughing because during the pandemic, I started receiving an amazing number of calls that shows up like a spam or scam, and I don't answer any one of those.
Exactly. Do you have a couple more minutes for me?
Sure.
Let me just show you. So not only do I have membership sites and reporting built out, I have things that High Level does not have. I've custom built this system myself. So you'll be able to get a good reporting of everything. But let me show you this. Inside of our, I'm going to switch to my agency side because we haven't released it yet, but I know it's going to be important to you. We have a resource center that's built into our program that teaches you how to use the system, everything you need for social media, social sales resources, scripts, fulfillment resources, nutrition guides, and workout plans, and all of that stuff. But within our social media guide, which is really awesome, we have Facebook and Instagram where we have posts and things already created for you. So you can come in here and say, okay, I'm looking for something that I can post on my Facebook story or Instagram story. And once you come here, you can say, okay, well, we do different trainings, how to use your Facebook group and all that stuff. But let's go into our organic library, and then you can start to see content for Facebook stories or your feed. And when you go in here, you can find one. You guys will be other gyms, but we'll actually add one for you in here once we build out your content, because we make custom content for your gym. So that one's not built yet, but that's okay. Let's go to Anytime Fitness to give you an example. Use motivational quotes. Oh no, it's not linked.
This is pretty cool. Is this included on the 1,500 price?
This is included. Yep. And so, for example, let me show you. Here's one of the ones we do, Motivational Monday. And you'll have access to all of these posts that are already built for you that you can post on your page.
uh, how do I have to do the posting, or if I'm on the full service option, you are doing the post for us?
The daily posting is the only thing we don't do on social media. That is
Okay,
something,
is
but
there
that's why
like
I provide
a,
you a library that you can download and you can post yourself. But if you want to, I can find a person to do it for you. That is not a problem.
okay,
It'll cost you
okay,
about
so,
$200 per location. If we did four,
and
I
and
can talk her down.
and you're going to teach my team on how to download that stuff here and post on Facebook, whatever.
Correct.
Okay,
Correct.
okay, pretty cool.
And we have
Uh,
thousands and thousands of, and most, look, empowering women. We have hundreds of ones that are about empowering women. So there's so
okay,
many different
and
things.
you have the copyright for everything that you're showing me, right?
Correct. Yep.
Okay,
These are all what's it called? Um, royalty free and
royalty free.
licensed.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Okay, good. That's looked pretty impressive, actually. I love everything. Uh, I know you're seeing different stuff. I'm seeing different stuff. But can you go back to the age, the account that you were showing me before, like the account that I will have if I start using your system?
What did you want me to show you? I'm
This
sorry.
the other, this is your agency account, right? I
Oh,
was like,
got you. Yeah, hold on one second. I see. Yeah, that we haven't released the resource center yet because we're still cleaning it up, as you can tell, but it's coming very soon.
uh, I would like to see I think something like reporting here, and I saw something, I think, trainer report.
Oh, okay. I believe you're talking about let's see, I'm lost here. Oh, reporting right here. Training report.
Yeah, what's that?
So what this is whenever we um get your staff integrated with the system, I highly recommend that we do it per person, okay? Not per
Okay.
location. Everybody has their own login. Once they do that, you're able to track how many leads they've received because I can break up the leads per person and give every day we can, rotate person. And then you can see how many calls they've made, texts they've made, how many people they've converted, their whole sales process within this, right? So maybe if we change to Scott Boutwell, that might be a better option. Let's see. There we go.
Okay, so I have a question for you about that. If I have four locations, I'm assuming that each location will have their own account
That's
under
correct.
your system,
It'll be just
like I have right now on Go High Level. For me, one of the missing things on Go High Level is that I cannot see a consolidated view of my business. Do you offer that?
no, that's still the same battle that we're all having. I completely agree. Yep.
Okay. Uh,
I wish I could see
okay,
that for all of my businesses. It would make everything a lot easier.
man, congratulations. This is pretty impressive.
Thank you.
I think it's a pretty good system. Send me the link for this recording. My business partner, he's off for this weekend, so probably he will be watching this on Monday or Tuesday. And then let's touch base again next week, okay?
Absolutely.
I am pretty impressed. Okay, congratulations. Really nice.
Yeah, I've done a lot of the people in high level. They really focus on outbound marketing and things like that. And I've spent a lot of time in the software development because I've been in the fitness industry. I own 4 gyms. I've been a marketer. I've figured out all the problems. And so we built this system around all the different issues we found in the gym that we couldn't get our staff to do. And so we're like, well, if we build this and we build this. The last thing I want to say is you talked about how your staff is not very tech savvy and they don't always want to log in. Well, one of the features that we have is when a new appointment has passed, I can send your team an email with 3 links and it says, did they show up? Did they show up and buy, or did they show up and leave? And when you click that, all you have to do is click the link. It'll automatically mark the appointment as showed and mark it as one and mark the statuses appropriately. So it makes it a little bit easier on them saying, hey guys, just click the link on the email and let them know what happened.
Your you brought a very good point, and I forgot to mention that because we are a franchise, we have to use a specific system for scheduling, And that system is called Acuity Scheduling. So Acuity Scheduling is the official scheduling system for OsserStrong. So I'm not using the calendar on Go High Level. I don't even know how to use a calendar on Go High Level. Can you work with Acuity, or do we need to use your calendar here?
I would highly, highly, highly recommend you use my calendar here because everything syncs together. But
Okay.
I've worked with Acuity before, and there may be a way that we can figure out how to. I know I can integrate the calendar in here. That's not a problem. But I don't know if it's going to connect to the messaging and all of that other stuff. So that might make it kind of tricky. So that's kind of a business decision you might have to make.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, that's awesome. Okay, send me the recording, and let's touch base again next week. Okay.
Awesome.
After
Yes, sir.
my partner watched this, I want to discuss with him, and then we will be back to you, or you can touch base with us again.
That works. That sounds good, sir. Appreciate your time. I'll follow up with you next
Thank you.
week, and give me 30 minutes to
That's
an
awesome.
hour as soon as this downloads, and I'll send it over to you.
Okay. Okay. Thank you so much.
Appreciate your time. Thank you.
Okay. Bye.